Welcome, my warriors, and thank you for sticking with me. I was away for a bit. I needed to take the YouTube break for a while, but I've started 2022 with a weird kind of game. Not weird, it's actually a very special little piece of creation. Away, the survival game. You're playing as a sugar glider, and you need to survive, and it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful, and there's some sense just this freedom that you get from running through the grass as a sugar glider and gliding in the air, and it's actually quite relaxing and it's quite nice. So guys, when you get or see a way, give it a chance. There is a few places in the game where it's a little bit difficult, but that's why I'm gonna put up some videos for you guys so that you can see how to do it, how to defeat a certain boss, or how to glide through a certain area. But that's basically it. It's not too difficult, and I think it's just a game to break away from reality and just live a little bit as a little sugar glider. This very beautiful, beautiful game with an awesome storyline, with a background story. It's kind of educational and it's interesting. It's not like going back to school. Um, yeah, so let's do this, guys. Let's play away. Animals are not brethren, they are not underlings, they are the other nations, caught with ourselves in the net of life and time.
20 years have passed since a cataclysmic disaster known as the Shift transformed the Earth. This planet, once a paradise for human beings and animals alike, has become a nightmare. A swirling vortex of storms, fires and eruptions that threatens to devour what little life remains. And yet, life does remain. Animals, certain indefatigable species have proven themselves able to adapt in ways humans could not.
Wow, guys, this looks quite scary. Scary storm going on here.
One such species is the sugar glider, a small marsupial unusually adept at navigating this new and treacherous environment. Though sugar gliders, like all life on Earth, now balance on the brink of extinction, their still beating hearts offer us glimmers of hope, proof that no matter the challenge, life can always find a way. Like human beings, sugar gliders form powerful familial bonds. Adults and their offspring protect and nurture each other and cooperate in ways that enhance their chances of survival. But no amount of cooperation can avert some disasters. And where there is life, there is hope. This young family of sugar gliders is living on hope. With their nest destroyed and their father cruelly taken, they'll need every ounce of it to brave the dangers of the wild in search of a new home. Young gliders, or joeys, sometimes remain with their mothers until they are 10 months old. At only 6 months, our young glider will need more time at his mother's side to learn the ropes. Every step forward for this joey is a step into the unknown. His mother and baby sister are the only constants in his life. And his mother has the knowledge and wisdom that come with age. He'll still have to follow her closely. He's still young and has much to learn. Sugar gliders are tree-born animals. Out of their element on the forest floor, this plucky youngster must stay alert and find ways to strengthen himself for the arduous journey ahead. Mushrooms and other succulent plant life not only offer nourishment to the sugar glider, but a path to follow. For where plants thrive, other forms of life can thrive as well.
Okay, so you press the square to snap the mushroom, pull it from the ground, and then square again to eat the rest of it.
Jumping, a precursor to gliding, keeps the glider nimble and strong. Skills he'll need if he's to survive this quickly changing environment.
Okay, so if you press the X button for a short while, it's going to be a short jump. If you press it longer, it's going to be a long jump. And if you press it while you're in the air, you're going to glide.
A spider. Though small, it has all the markings of the notorious Black Widow.
Okay, just press your circle to attack it, guys. This isn't a big boss, it just shows you how to attack. You can eat the spider. It will cause poison, and it kind of slows you down a bit.
The glider must master every skill in his arsenal to thrive, and one of his most notable attributes is gliding. He cannot survive without acquiring this primary skill. But to glide, he'll need strength, and strength comes from food.
That spider will give you a lot of, will fill you up a bit.
The forest floor, despite its dangers, also provides. Plump cloudberries fruit are chock full of nutrients and tasty too.
Yes, you can eat the berries. There's a lot of stuff you can eat, guys. Mushroom, berries, lizards. Basically, anything you see. And that's green.
This is Savior Island, one of only a handful of ecosystems that remain. Its dense forests would once have offered cover and comfort to this young sugar glider, but no longer. The island is now a deadly war zone of competing species. The sugar glider feels most at home in the trees, and for good reason. The glider's whole body is adapted for the high life of the forest canopy. Opposable thumbs on his hind feet allow him to clasp branches and perform wonderful feats of acrobatics. With his gliding membrane, he can defy gravity itself and float on the air like a piece of paper, at least in theory.
Okay, if you press X, you're gonna jump. If you press it again, you're gonna glide.
An excellent first attempt. The young glider has soared successfully from one of the island's trees to another, despite the dizzying drop in between. But the energy expended in this first glide has left him famished. Perhaps it's time to stop for a snack.
Okay, to attack the snail, you're gonna aim by pressing L2, and then you're gonna press circle, and that's basically it, guys. Press square to hit it.
A delicious meal. There's nothing like a successful hunt to put the spring back in your step. The sugar glider forges ahead with a new vigor.
Remember to keep your belly full, guys. You might get into areas where there's no food at all, so you don't want to get stuck in there and starve, basically. Always, when you see mushrooms and food that's plenty, use that opportunity to eat and fill up your belly. A new trick, guys, to jump, press L2 to aim. If you press L2, it's going to make a circle and show you in which direction you need to jump. So as you can see, it's making a circle, and then you press jump, L2, jump. Especially on these leaves, it's jump and jump quickly, because those leaves will sink into the water as soon as you land on them.
The terrain is rocky and inhospitable. Nothing like the smooth tree trunks and sturdy branches the sugar glider is used to. Crags, steep slopes and sudden gaps in the earth present a treacherous challenge.
Watch out for these red plants, they are poisonous.
This poisonous plant is a member of the Solanum or nightshade family. A single prick of its thorns can cause serious injury to an animal as small as the sugar glider. It may be some time before he regains his strength.
Back to the jumping and aiming, guys. If you learn this from the very start, you'll be used to it at the end of the game, where you're going to need it a lot, by pressing the L2, aiming and then jumping. So use that, guys. Remember that sometimes it won't lock onto a level or the next place you need to jump to, and then you can just aim towards that place. So let's say if it's a tree, you can aim that circle towards the tree even if it doesn't lock, and then jump. And then your glider will jump towards that circle basically.
Up ahead, a scorpion. This creepy crawler wields a dangerous weapon, a toxic stinger that could kill the glider with a single jab. And this striking fiend won't let the glider go without a fight. This gutsy Joey has a battle on his hands.
So guys, this is your first boss. All you need to do is pressing R1 or R1 to dodge, and when the circle appears, you press the circle. So just dodge it. Sometimes you can attack it when the circle doesn't appear, but it's risky because it gives it a chance to attack you. You're done. Done and dusted.
He's done it. The sugar glider reigns victorious, a testament to his rapidly developing skills. With a newfound confidence, he pushes forward toward the next challenge. Sugar gliders have powerful instincts that can alert them not only to the presence of predators, but to the safest paths forward. But instincts are useless if they're ignored. The glider must learn how and when to listen to these inner nudges. Finely honed instincts could mean the difference between life and death.
Okay guys, when you go into your instinct mode, that's R3. Everything that's green you can eat, red is danger, and white is your mother. You can follow her. The dots that moves towards her are the safest route you can take.
Chilling cry was uttered by a bearded vulture, a massive bird that could crush the sugar glider between its talons like a porcelain doll. The sugar glider's senses are on high alert. Every instinct in his body tingles in the presence of this threat. He moves cautiously, keeping inconspicuous and out of sight.
You're gonna have to stay away from that vulture, guys. So when you use your sense, then everything that's white you can hide in, so the grass patches. You need to follow your mom. If you run, you need to sprint. So that means you need to press the square button very fast. follow your mom, and then you need to sprint. Just by holding the square in will make you run. That's not fast enough. You need to sprint by pressing the square button multiple times. The white areas are areas you can hide in, and then in your scent mode you can see where you can hide, and especially the edge of hidden places. So there I am on the edge, and just follow your mom. She's going to be a white color. In this case the vulture is also in a white color, which doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be in a red color because it's danger, but in any case, stay hidden, guys. If you're not sure that you're hidden or not, go into your scent mode.
The vulture is aware of movement on the ground. It could spot the glider at any moment. Our Joey must remain quiet and hidden if he's to survive.
Going into your scent mode. Your sense mode. Remember, guys, your sense mode runs out, so you can't stay into your sense mode the whole time. So only use it when needed. And I think we are home free. Remember, that blue line shows because it's your mom's scent.
Narrowly avoiding the vulture, the sugar glider can breathe a sigh of relief. For now.
There's nothing that leaves a scent, then there won't be a blue line. Remember that, guys, because that line's gonna disappear sometime or another.
A lizard is in the glider's sights. He must tread lightly. These scaly delicacies are quicker than they look. Satiated and energized, the glider is ready for the journey ahead. But his mother and sister haven't been so successful. Our Joey mustn't give up the hunt, not until his family is as full and fed as he is.
Okay, guys, with this purple lizard, it says that you need to just mash that square and sprint and catch it. It's basically, you won't be able to do that. It's impossible. I've been running after that lizard for many hours sprinting, and it escapes. So it runs a few times around a big tree and then it escapes. So you've got to trick the lizard, and I'll show you how to do that. As you can see, it just escaped. So what you're going to have to do is aim towards the lizard, and then you start chasing it. Chase it. I'm just running around this rock, but then it's going to run around that big tree on your right hand side. There it is. And as soon as it runs around that tree, you make a U-turn. You turn around, and it's going to come past you. You press the circle.
He's done it.
And there you go.
This lizard will make a fine meal for his mother and sister.
pick it up by pressing R2 and take it to your mom. That's the only way I got to catch that lizard. It's very difficult. If you try and sprint, you can try. I tried for many hours. You don't catch it. But then I decided to trick the little guy. Climbing on trees, trying to hide, doesn't really work for me. So I just ran in the opposite direction to catch that lizard.
A storm rumbles in the distance. The glider must move quickly to avoid being caught in its rages.
Just follow your mom. Aim and jump. Makes it a whole lot easier, guys, to aim and then glide. Because sometimes it feels like you're kind of losing control if you don't. Makes gliding a whole lot more difficult.
A swinging branch attached precariously to a vine. For most animals, this obstacle would be impossible to bypass. A fall from this height would be fatal and not worth the risk. But the sugar glider is a masterful acrobat and light on his feet. He may succeed here where others would undoubtedly fail.
Feel free to go and explore, guys, because there's a lot of things lying around. There might even be a hologram that you can discover. I was more concerned about keen on completing the story mode, and I didn't explore that much. But you can go and explore and see what there is to do. Especially if you want to try and get all of your achievements, then you'll have to explore.
This giant skeleton once belonged to a whale. The glider has never seen such a thing, and there's no reason he should have. But sadly, The presence of this decomposed carcass so far inland is no mystery. Seismic changes, likely a tsunami caused by the shift, no doubt deposited this unfortunate creature onto the island. The poor beast perished here, unable to return to its watery home. What remains a mystery is how sugar gliders, these tiny, intrepid mammals, have managed to survive the Earth's upheavals, while so many others have failed. Unaware of the mystery surrounding his existence, the glider explores, taking in the strange sights and smells. By necessity, our glider is active during the day, though they are usually nocturnal. He'll have to use every instinct available to him to survive this strange and hostile landscape.
For every 1.82 meters, I think, that a glider glides, he falls 1 meter. So they can glide quite far distances. They can even glide when they are pregnant. Usually they only have 1 or 2 babies. They only show you L2 for aiming right now, which is a little bit late in the game, I would say, because I've already used it a few times. And it helps you quite a bit.
The clever glider turns a log into a vessel. A little innovation goes a long way on this island.
Remember guys, when you fall in the water, you die. So try and avoid falling into the water, especially with these leaves. You're gonna aim, jump, release, aim, jump, release, aim, jump, release, aim, jump.
A pathway
release.
leads to a potential nest. But what hides inside those gently swaying grasses? A cluster of spiders attacks. With their superior numbers, they could easily overwhelm the sugar gliders.
Just attack the spiders by pressing the round button, circle, and protect your mother.
Insect and arachnid populations have risen precipitously since the shift. Many of the animal and avian species that would have kept their numbers under control have been wiped out. Aggressive arachnids in competition for their own survival are an ever-present menace to sugar gliders and other small animals on the island.
Just protect the nest, guys. So basically just stay close to the entrance. Keep an eye on your mom, just to make sure there's no spiders in the nest. And just protect her. It's easier just to stay in the entrance.
safe. For now. This spot isn't perfect, but good enough. Mother is showing signs that she's been bitten by a poisonous spider. The young glider, aware of his mother's predicament, heads back into the wild in search of food that may help her restore her strength. The habitat of the sugar glider has changed dramatically since the shift. Driven from the trees by torrential storms and forced to adapt to life on the forest floor, these tiny marsupials have shown remarkable resiliency. Up above, the open air of the forest. But to get there, the gliders will have to navigate this treacherous gorge.
So all you have to do here, guys, is catch 2 pink butterflies. And it's not that difficult. But sometimes they are close to those red plants, so just be careful.
Remarkably, the glider catches butterflies but does not eat them. Instead, he stores them for later.
As you can see, that butterfly is right above the water, so catching it can be risky because you might just fall inside of the water. Watch out for the frog, guys. You have to attack it twice. So you attack it and then it attacks you if you don't move away like I did, and it will sometimes even follow you to kill you. So just keep an eye open for them. Rather try and look for a butterfly that's away from danger. There's not a lot of pink butterflies, but just look for one that's not near or close to the red plants or the water. Okay, now just go back to the tunnel to return the pink butterflies to your mom. If you're not sure where that interest is, use your senses and it will show you the way.
Extraordinary. The glider has fed the butterflies to his mother, who now appears to be recovering from her spider bite. There is no reason a butterfly should provide an antidote for spider venom, and yet it appears to have done so. Is it possible the nectar or pollen the butterflies have been feeding on contains some hidden properties we are as yet unaware of? And how did the sugar glider know that this antidote would do the trick? Up above, the open air of the forest. But to get there, the gliders will have to navigate this treacherous gorge.
Okay, over here it's going to be crucial to use the aim and jump method, because sometimes you lose control by gliding, just basically free falling, and you might just miss that chunk.
This tumbling waterfall presents a beautiful but dangerous challenge. Its splashing waters threaten to throw the gliders off course while drenching nearby nooks and crannies in slick liquid. Savior Island is home to a wide variety of bioluminescent fungi. These glowing mushrooms, nature's nightlights, help guide the sugar gliders on their way. A complex relationship seems to exist between the gliders and these mushrooms. Sparkling sprouts that provide food, illumination, and perhaps, as has been theorized, something more. Despite these challenges, the young glider pushes upwards towards the open air. The glider and his family are finally back on solid ground. Now, on to the next challenge.
Guys, if you enter that hole in the ground, you're gonna actually go to side quests. You can go and do the side quests. I was more keen on finishing the story mode, but I did finish 2 side quests. Or you can just keep on following your mom. If you look at the map, the pink areas is going to be the side quests. So there's 2 pink areas, and I'm going to do the sprint hunt, where you're going to actually chase a pink lizard, and this time around you can just chase it and you'll be able to catch it. You don't need to trick it. As soon as you're locked on your target, just keep on running after it, sprint after it, and eventually you'll catch up to it. And there you go. That's your side quest, done and dusted. here you have to eat 3 blue mushrooms. Yes, well, through the story mode, this is the only area where I found blue mushrooms. Um, Throughout the story mode, I haven't found any blue mushrooms. Now, there might be, but I didn't find them. I went through that thing and I didn't find any hologram in there previously, so maybe I didn't see one or look past it, but there's nothing in there. And you can get quite lost here, so yeah. If you are confused, remember to use your sense. Yes, this scorpion jumps out of nowhere, and I really struggled in killing it. Because even if you press the circle, it didn't always attack it. So I just kind of bypassed it. As you can see, I've pressed the circle a few times and still it didn't attack it. So I don't know whether this thing is glitching or not. I'm not sure. And there's your blue mushroom, the first one, guys. So you can just eat that blue mushroom. You're gonna have to eat 3 of them. Alright, and now you can actually aim towards the cockroach and possess it. So you're gonna actually turn into the cockroach. And you can walk around as a cockroach by pressing this triangle button. And now you're the cockroach. I don't know whether there's an entrance somewhere here. I thought there might be an entrance here where you can actually enter with a cockroach because you're so much smaller, but I couldn't find that. So I just ended up unpossessing the cockroach and moving on. But I've got this gut feeling that there might be an entrance or something where you can actually enter with the cockroach. As you can see, this vent, there is open spaces there, so I thought maybe I can enter there as the cockroach, but I couldn't enter it. So I don't think you can enter it because I don't know how you're going to get out, except if you can unpossess the cockroach from a different area back into your glider, but I'm not sure, so yeah, I'm not too sure. And then it says return to the tunnel, so I think it's just there to actually show you that when you eat the blue mushrooms, 3 of them, you can possess into another creature. And that's your second quest done and dusted, guys. It's a side quest. I think there might be different quests opening up as you move along in the game. I didn't actually explore the side quests, so yeah, keep your eyes open and open up your maps on a regular basis to see if there is more side quests. And here we're back following our mom, and we are continuing on the story mode.
This gully is dominated by a skulk of foxes. These ravenous omnivores would love to have our family of sugar gliders for dinner. The gliders will have to be quick and quiet if they want to avoid being on the menu.
Okay guys, so remember your sense mode, pressing R3 to see where you can hide. This is very important.
Mother has the right idea. Darting quickly from hiding spot to hiding spot right under the fox's noses. It's a risk, but it works. Though foxes hunt, they are also skilled scavengers, adept at locating and then feeding on the decaying carcasses of other animals.
If you are not hidden completely, the fox will eat you. You can also run when you are out of sight, so when they move away from you, just ensure that they are away from you with their backs towards you. As you can see there, you can run now because this fox won't see you. All the white pieces are places where you can hide.
Over time, the dead have become more plentiful than the living, and scavengers have come to dominate the island. But this imbalance cannot last forever. Eventually, food will run out for the scavengers as well. The future of life on Earth depends on whether small mammals like the sugar glider can find a way to rebound.
Okay guys, and this is it for part 1 of Away. I'll see you in part 2.
A joyous reunion. Together once more, the sugar glider family enjoys some much-needed rest. The Vulture returns. Its arrival is sudden, leaving the gliders no time to hide or even react. There is little chance of survival. A sad reality of life on this perilous island.